To the Honorable Hamson Obua, who is the government chief whip. Honorable, I know you have been speaking to the media. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. What informs the withdrawal of the UPDF amendment bill?
The withdrawal of the UPDF amendment bill is meant to amalgamate and consolidate majorly the areas that was part and parcel of the recent Supreme Court ruling on the court-martial. Now, pursuant to that ruling, today the NRM Parliamentary Caucus convened, and you are all aware that the National Resistance Movement believes in the rule of law, the principle and doctrine of constitutionalism. That is why the legislative organ of the party adopted a resolution to the effect that instead of proceeding with the UPDF amendment bill before Parliament, that was introduced before the Supreme Court ruling on the court-martial, it would be important that the bill in its current form be withdrawn such that the Attorney General Chambers is given time to look through this ruling, incorporate the amendments in the areas where they ruled against the court-martial, and we have a comprehensive bill as opposed to proceeding with the bill in its current form. It is passed by Parliament, assented to by the President. Again, immediately, we come back to Parliament seeking for amendment. I think the timing is only right and ripe, and in the circumstances, the best we could do is to have it withdrawn, and all the proposals contained in the ruling of the Supreme Court are anchored in the new draft. That will be comprehensive enough, in addition to what it was intended, or in addition to the mischief that it was intending to cure in its current form.
It's difficult to fathom that that's all you discussed sitting in the caucus. What more did you discuss that is ready for public consumption?
The other subject matter is that in that next extraordinary meeting of the NRM Parliamentary Caucus, that will now look at the proposals drafted by the Attorney General's Chambers, we shall also be able to discuss the budget priority areas for the financial year 2025-2026. You are aware that this is a budget process. It is a budget cycle. Parliament has just approved the budget framework paper. So soon we shall be proceeding to the ministerial policy statement before the final budget is approved and appropriated by Parliament. So it is also important that the NRM Parliamentary Caucus looks into the priority, because the NRM has been given a social contract by the people of Uganda for 5 years. So that particular meeting will handle both the new proposals that will be contained in the bill that will be withdrawn, but also look at the priority areas in our national budget. You are aware that we now have challenges of the withdrawal of funding under US aid. Funding under US aid, we need to see from within our national budget, how can we cover such gaps?
The Honorable Hamson Obua, the government chief whip there.